I think, I mean, since Pangea is rooted on sort of the pursuit for new innovation and science, we're first in line to explore and test new technologies that are out there. So digital passports in the clothes so that you can actually track the products, but also the whole life cycle assessment that we do on each of our products where, we actually measure everything and it comes out with 13 different indicators for how the footprint is with the product. Online, people will usually see 3. But it's just, again, I don't think everybody has time in their daily lives to read a full page about the products they buy, but we should. I mean, we should start having more of that conscious sense about everything has an impact. Don't just consume. Think about what it is you buy. Look at what it's made of. Consider, what can you do with it when you're done using it? And that goes for everything in our lives. And I think that's where we need to get to, speaking also about how do we consume more sustainably. We should continue to consume, but we need to think about how much more new we need. Is there other ways of getting it? Can I borrow it from a friend? Can I take something that was already made or used by someone else? Or if I buy something new, what will I do with it? For how long and when will I sort of send it into the loop of being used by somebody else? And I think we've just also touched down on reselling already pre-loved products. And I think it's something you need to offer your customers as a business, that you give them a chance to come back with the product and actually offer it to someone else or take it back and we can recycle the materials. I think in terms of sort of technologies that has been sort of most transformational for the fashion industry, one thing is for resale to go out of a shop in a dedicated street where it smelled a bit of fungus into an online digital platform where you can connect people's wardrobes. So I think that has been a big transformational shift. Platforms like Vestiaire Collective and now many, many more global platforms has sort of unlocked, also given us a new sort of sense about what it means to buy secondhand, that it isn't thrift shop kind of vibe, but that it's really an elevated experience and that you can get, beautiful products and a good bargain. So I think, but that has been solved by technology. We would not have been able to do that had those platforms not existed. Another thing that we're currently seeing is, of course, also more businesses being able to move away from doing a lot of prototypes. So the production lead times are being shortened by you being able to do them digitally. And that is cutting a lot of production and back and forth and flying products around the world. I think digital tools to measure and future predict what you need and even also for purchasing online, which is also, of course, boomed. And during COVID, it became even bigger. But the returns is massive. People buy a lot, bring it home, try, and then they send them back. And that's the footprint in that is really not positive. But so that new measures, that new assessments and technologies that can make you measure your body and, find products that fit you better, we're also seeing that come. And then I think it's really exciting, this thing about digital passports on fiber level, which will unlock for us both in terms of the recyclability of products. It's been a big thing in the fashion space that a lot of products are made with blended fabrics and blended fibers. And that is making it much more difficult to recycle, to bring them back and disassemble them, which is a thing in fashion, is also designing for circularity is actually a decision the designer makes when they put together the product, when they choose the material mix and how it's put together. But the new digital passports in clothing allows us to actually track and know much more about the actual material input and track and have more information back in terms of also how you can recycle and make more use of them. And I think we're coming back to something which is about lifting up fibers or materials with value. So I think, we just really need to think about everything as a resource and by lifting that up. And I think that's what some of the technologies are also enabling. If you chip everything, if everything actually has a passport, then all of a sudden it has a value. It has a value to track where it goes and how we can make more use of it.